Sorry, guys. We played Esoteric Atlantis entrance on the Confused Wanderer channel.
We were not so prepared for
Whoops,
today.
the daisy. So anyway, how's everybody? I was thinking, that's why I wanted to actually talk to Luke before we started, but somebody was giving himself a manicure at the kitchen sink. So there's so much that we have learned these past few days that I thought maybe we should share some of the stuff from Blue.
What have we learned?
About writing your own vows.
Oh, we're going to get into that?
Yeah, I think we should, because I think it helps our audience, because it makes sense once you...
Yeah, don't do that hippy dippy
Don't
shit.
write your own vows, you guys. Don't do it. That's what it's a trick. It's a trick.
It's a Lizzie trick.
It's a Lizzie trick. So do you want to, you don't have to go into detail, but basically what Lou told us about, if you get married and you write your own vows, and then you get divorced,
it
doesn't nullify the marriage energetically,
right,
versus doing the government or the state approved vows.
Right. Or what did he say? Religion specific government approved vows are the best way to go, because when you go through the legal system and you get a divorce, it nullifies that. But if you write your own vows and then you go through the legal system, legally it nullifies your divorce, but energetically
you're still fucking married.
Yeah, and so that's what
it was wild. So we have standard in the quote unquote Christian world, which is where most of us come here. We have the standard vows, right, in sickness and health and death till death do us part. We were talking to Lou, and it's by the time you get married, you've already, it doesn't really matter the vows you make, right, because you're already at that point anyway.
Right.
But if you follow the standard vows for whatever religion or whatever state appointed, or if you're Hindu,
or even if not a religion, you just have the
standardized vows that the state will give you. And so if the day comes that you get a divorce, once you get a divorce because you use the state approved vows, it nullifies the marriage.
Right.
But if you do your own vows, you got to go through a whole lot of stuff in order to then nullify those vows.
Yeah. And so that, and it's important to understand that every contract that you sign here in the physical world,
it duplicates.
Yeah, it binds you
energetically too.
Right.
That's the karma. So anyway, it's just very fascinating. And I'm the type of person, listen, I was telling you, I would never want to write my own vows anyway. That just seems like a little extra.
Yeah.
When my sister's wedding, the stress that goes into a wedding, especially from the bride's family's perspective, the dress, the parties, the venue, the flowers, the food, to have to fucking write your own vows on top of it all, right, I would just do the state approved one. And Lou said it's not like a romantic gesture. You've already committed yourself to the person. So what are you doing?
Right.
But that was interesting. Oh, what else did we learn?
About ham?
Well, no, we'll just talk about we know that ghosts are very different than what we think they are. Some of them are Lizzies, some of them are.
So there's two different kinds of.
Besides the energetic recordings.
Right.
That we call ghosts.
The playbacks.
Yeah, the playbacks that we call ghosts but aren't really ghosts.
Right. So there's situations that are so charged that they
take the picture energetically.
Yeah, and they play back. And that's not even a ghost. There's no spirit there. It's just a memory coming up.
Right. It's like a V8. It's like when I always tell the story about Savannah. There's every year at the crash, the 1929 Wall Street crash.
Yeah.
A guy in Savannah, Georgia, jumped out of a window. And as a lot of people did in 1929 when that happened.
Yeah.
And every year in Savannah on that date, people see a guy jumping out of a window. The guy's not there. It was just such an extreme emotional charge that it was like it recorded it in time. And so it replays it.
Right.
So that's not really a ghost, but we call that a ghost. But what are the other two, Todd, besides Lizzie's messing with you sometimes?
Yeah. So the other kind of ghost is someone who has passed away and they see that they're about to go to basically hell, which is service to self. They're about to join the Lizzies. And so they decide, I'm just going to stick around here and wait it out. But they also know the inevitable is eventually going to come, and they're going to have to go. But they're just sort of stubborn, and so they end up just wandering around in confusion. That's the other kind. Then there's what Lou
We
calls
just learned up from this.
that
the
Lou pre-wandering.
Prerequisite to wandering.
Yeah, the prerequisite to wandering, to become a wanderer, is to what they call pre-wander, and we have established a relationship. And let's not get into the name here because I'm saying, but we have established a relationship with an entity that
is quote unquote ghost,
right? That are so this individual is part of Lou, but has moved along the evolutionary cycle of fourth density, and maybe even into fifth. I'm not sure.
No, still in fourth.
Still in fourth
before you graduate.
Oh, right, yeah. So still in fourth, but the very tail end of fourth, and they are given an opportunity to pre-wander, and I think there's some prerequisites to pre-wandering.
We can ask Lou.
Yeah, but so now they're pre-wandering. And what Lou said is that it's individuation within Lou, but it's different because when this soul, for lack of
jumps out of
Lou,
nest,
jumps out of Lou and comes into third to assist, and they're pre-wandering. They actually have a veil.
Yeah, to an extent.
Right. So they can't. So they no longer know all. They're no longer connected to.
They know more than we do, but like they go back, like the entity we work with, he left third density, we'll say, in the 1800s.
Yeah.
So when he comes back to help us, he recognizes that we live in 2026 and that we're different, but he gets a kick out of things that wouldn't crack him up in Lou. Because he's back into the perspective of who he was in his last incarnation.
And they take on the last personality that they had before they graduated in the fourth.
Yeah.
And so the same way that because this individual will sometimes talk to us when we go visit, and he's hilarious.
He's hilarious. Like I heard him say, what did he say about Robbie? It was really cold.
It was really cold, and we went to go visit his grave. And as soon as we walked up, Bryce was like, "Do you hear that? Did you hear that?" I was like, "No, I didn't hear that." And she goes, "No, really? Did you not hear that?" I said, "No." And Bryce said that this man's voice, like he was right there with her, said, "Well, what did he say?
That's the damnest thing
he said, "A dog in a sweater. That's the damnest thing I've ever seen." And that was Robbie in his sweater.
Yeah.
And then we went to go visit his mother's grave. And as I was leaving, it was like she was talking to some of her friends, and she said, He was raised Methodist, but we could forgive him for that.
Yeah, they're Southern Baptist. So it's like they know that they're no longer in the 1800s. They recognize that I'm not in a petticoat. We have cars. Like life is just different.
Right.
But they're still seeing it through they're dropping into the perspective of the last life they lived,
which was in the 1800s. So they don't quite understand that we put our dogs in sweaters.
Yes.
When they're cold, and he loves Robbie.
Yeah.
And when we walked up we went to go visit some of his friends as well. We're just friends. We just go to graveyards and make friends. Anyway, when we walked up to the graveyard, I heard this guy say, "That's the dog in the sweater. That's the dog I was telling you about in the sweater."
And I heard that. I was just telling him, I was like, "Oh, that's not all we do with our dogs now. Our dogs sleep in our bed with us.
They feed him gourmet food.
We feed him gourmet food. He's got a Serta mattress, dog bed. I don't know if they know what Serta mattress means, but he's not a working man. Our dog, he doesn't labor. So So anyway, I thought that was interesting that so sometimes intelligent hauntings, as we call them, are one of two things.
Right.
It's a person who doesn't want to have to go into fourth density service itself, or it's an entity dropping down because they're pre-wandering. They're doing like a pre-wander course before going into fifth, and then having the option in sixth to wander.
Right.
Does that make sense, guys? Let us know if you have any questions about that. And
it's almost like it's like having they get the experience the veil without the consequences.
Well, but it's not the full veil.
Right.
It's not like the full veil.
Right.
They still have, but they don't. It's like from what I understand is like they don't have the veil, and they're able to travel through time differently than us, and travel to different locations differently than us.
Yeah.
But they're looking at the world still. It's almost like they have their mind from the 1800s again, or wherever they last lived again.
Yeah.
And so they're seeing things, even though when they pull back to Lou,
Yeah.
They see things. Does that make sense, guys? Anyway, let us know. So
Yeah. That
Right.
video we were talking about with the knocker.
the knocker, yeah, the
that-
parent
that-
house.
Yeah, the parent
conjuring
house. That's another pre-wander.
That's another pre-wander, and Lou was saying from Lou.
Yeah.
The little girl.
So when we say that Lou doesn't individuate, they don't really, but at the same time, that's a little bit of it. But they're
still going back. It's almost like I kind of
right.
what were those games we had as kids where it was like a paddle and a ball with a rubber band and you could paddle it? That's kind of what it seems like to me. Like Lou would be the paddle and the ball would be attached to the rubber band going out to help and then come right back again.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but that these, when you individuate like that and you pre-wander, you can enjoy the things of third density.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You get to enjoy third density again without the consequences, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. So that makes sense. It didn't make, but maybe I just need to. Doesn't make him okay. Well, let us know what questions you have, Deborah. We can have Lou maybe clarify as well.
Yeah, and then I thought people really wanted to talk about the Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I want to ask about Charlie Kirk as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we get started?
Yeah. All right. Hello. Who do we have? Same Lou we've been talking to, here for service to others, unconditional love for others.
But not, you want to, okay, I think I know what you're saying. So what we're just saying, he wants to make sure people know that it's not, you're never going to have an experience with a passed on loved one.
Oh,
that's
right.
Is that always going to be Lizzie?
Okay.
Is it because the passed on loved one can't pre-wander? Correct.
Okay. Yeah. And plus, even if they could, they wouldn't be meddling and
Correct. Because we know, like, the entity we work with, he doesn't meddle in our business. Like, we come up and ask for help.
Right. Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah. It has to be.
It's at an arm's length.
Right. Yeah. We don't talk to them here.
No.
Yeah.
No, you won't. They can't talk through board as individual.
Right. Yeah.
Is that because Lou, like let's just make up a name. Like, say we're working with someone named John.
Yeah.
Out in the world who's pre-wandering. John cannot talk to us as an individual through the board. No. Yeah. Why is that? Because as John, he sees things as John and not as Lou. Oh,
yeah.
It's the same thing. So
right.
They come back to Lou.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense, you guys? So basically, I guess we could reiterate it.
So they're put on a short leash.
They're put on a short leash. Yeah, I think recently. No, Zora, no. Are you talking about I'm laughing because I remember that.
Who's the guy?
Pierre?
Pierre.
Yeah. Were they talking to Pierre? No.
Or remember, Laura's not channeled.
Yeah. LOL. Laura. Oh, you're saying the censored word? Oh, I don't know if I can say that, Lou, on air. We'll say allegedly.
Yeah.
In our opinions, Lou just said Laura unalived him herself.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We'll say allegedly, Lou, just because we're on air, we're not LOL. That's a serious chart. Yeah. So are they helping you? Or are they helping them? Since they're so Deborah wants to know, when the people pre-wander, are you helping them? Or are they helping you, or both? It's both.
Yeah.
So are they learning like like when we wander, we don't know we're wanderers, correct? But when they come down to
wander,
to pre-wander, they know what they're doing. Yes. Like training wheels.
Yeah.
So it's like training wheels on a bike.
Right. Does everyone that eventually wanders pre-wander? Okay.
Yes, he told us we had been ghosts before. Like, as we
Yeah.
say.
Right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Was I a sassy ghost? I always want to be a sassy ghost.
Yeah.
That's like a dream of mine.
I'm
is
knocking
to
shit over and
go
making,
haunt some
making,
people.
yeah,
I got some people I wanna haunt. So
I don't know if we could get it, Zora. I don't know if we could get into those kind of
let's
details.
maybe we can do it. We can get those details on the Discord, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But we had talked about that before, Zora. Like
in private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can ask Lou about me and my daughter's relationship. Is this how it's supposed to be? So that's Jessica's question. Karma lessons. It's all just karma.
Yeah.
So work with it. Both need to be open. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, Zora, I just saw your text in the Discord. Yeah. We'll get into it off air. We'll just say allegedly. But we'll and also
with Discord, those that don't know, we now have a Discord.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I've never been on Discord before, but Lou suggested
we're not gonna get Bryce and I are not gonna engage in there as much, maybe just every so often. But that's for you all. But what I was thinking about doing, I'm still trying to become familiar with Discord, but what they say, I was doing a little ChatGPT research on how we could use it for the channel, and what ChatGPT said, it would be a good idea to create new topics every time that we have a session with Lou. And so I'll title it something, maybe put a link to the video in
Ghost Guides.
Yeah, maybe put a link to the video, and then if we could keep it organized where you all could talk about everything that was talked about. We could discuss with one another everything we talk about in that particular session. And then when we do a new one, I'll create a new Discord. And then people could go back if they want and be like, oh, look, looking, because they were looking for the ear ringing thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't find the video. So if we had that Discord video for the video.
Clean out you. Ear.
Clean out your ears. Yeah, so not necessarily.
Yeah, I know Occam's razor. Yeah, he said Leslie too, but Occam's razor, like I always try to live like that. Like the most logical solution is the most logical culprit is the culprit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's sometimes I think we just have compacted ears. Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's Lizzie. So what we'll do, and I will say, Zorro, Todd and I have been speaking to a lot of people offline, getting information for the documentary. Yeah. And I'm not going to say everyone we've been speaking to, some pretty big people. And let me just say that it is alleged, so not factual, it's just alleged, wink, wink, it's alleged that Pierre is not the first person.
Right. Yeah.
That this woman is a serial.
Yeah.
A serial.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Some pretty compelling evidence that when we say she's dangerous, it's not just because she throws temper tantrums and physically hurts people, like with slaps and,
right, yeah. No,
she ends people.
Yeah.
So I think there might be actually a body count from what we've heard from other people. It's just hearsay. We're just gonna. So yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've gotten yourself out of the C cult, count yourself lucky. She can't leave France. That's the good news, guys. Is she can't leave France because she's got multiple warrants for her arrest in Florida, which we have offered on a live show to pay for her a first class ticket to fly into Tampa. The only thing is Todd and I have to be at the airport to film it. So
the Discord was Lou's idea.
Ta-da!
Yeah. Lou had that going before I even read that question. Lou knows all.
Duh. So we had a lot of questions about Charlie Kirk because of the debate between Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens. LOL.
Andrew Wilson, Undergrounder, correct? No.
OP.
Oh, huh. 2.0. Okay. We
I
don't
don't
have to
think
go
we
there.
can.
Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
question
wait.
about TPUSA. Is Tyler Boiler dangerous? Yes, very.
Who's that?
He's a CO. He like is right under Charlie. Did
Oh.
Charlie Kirk know he was dangerous? Yes. At the end.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is Tyler Boiler, and I think we got Lorraine in chat, and she's talked about this from time to time. Is Tyler he's LSD, she's LDS. And I was just watching a podcast about that. Tyler Boiler being LDS, being a Mormon, is actually would have been a conflict of interest for Charlie Kirk. Yes, because Charlie Kirk being a mainstream devout Christian.
Yeah.
The LDS belief system and mainstream Christianity are not compatible. Correct. They're two completely different belief systems.
I was listening from afar about a little bit of that.
Yeah. And so it is alleged that Charlie originally got involved with Tyler Boiler. He was pretty innocent, naive. Yes. And he thought, well, I just need to have a stronghold in that area. And that's why he brought him on. Yes.
Oh.
And he realized he got himself. Is Tyler Boiler connected to the top of the LDS church? Yes. Is Tyler Boiler doing very nefarious, illegal things? Is TPUSA, could we now consider it a terrorist organization?
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there with TPUSA. Yeah. I just wanted to set the groundwork. So Andrew Wilson, who did the debate, is not an undergrounder. He's an OP. Does he work for Tyler? Does he work for Erica Kirk?
Yeah, that's what I gathered. Yeah.
So he was sent in to debate Candace Owens to try to
clear her name.
No, not clear Erica's name.
Okay.
But to push the narrative of Tyler Robinson being the lone unaliver, we'll say.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes. Question, Lou, is Tyler Robinson responsible for Charlie Kirk's unaliving? No. LOL.
Yeah.
Only idiots.
Yeah.
Believe that. Yeah, only idiots. And people who are programmed by the media. Because it's pretty obvious that Tyler Robinson is not guilty.
Right.
So who won the debate? Candace or Andrew? Candace, yes. All right. Todd, you want to tell our chat who did see the debate? She pushed him, so she was playing chess the whole time.
Yeah,
she didn't lose her cool.
She finessed that all the way through. She knew when to push back and when to just I'm just gonna let you say that because it speaks for itself.
The first 5 minutes, she proved him to be a liar without having to say he was a liar by some of his wife's tweets and how she claimed things about him. And he said, well, no, I was never. And he goes, oh, no, those tweets are 15 years old. And she goes, oh, so it changes. Your past changes in 15 years?
Oh, they're true. Yeah.
It changes in 50. Okay. Right. And she just left it at that. And I said to Todd, that was brilliant. She didn't say, now you've proven yourself to be a liar. She basically showed the audience he was a liar. And then, so question, was Erica Kirk involved? I'm not saying she did it, but was she involved in Charlie Kirk's unaliving?
Yeah.
Is Erica Kirk a Satanist? Is she involved with Epstein? Has she hurt children? Has she done worse things with children?
Yeah.
Did Charlie Kirk know about that in the beginning? Did he figure it out?
That's why he had to go. Well, probably one of the reasons.
Is Erica Kirk tied to the I country across the ocean that has the M group? Was Charlie Kirk service to self or service to others? Service to others, wanderer. Yeah. Will we see justice? Open.
Yeah.
Is it the United States government involved?
Oh, wow, Kelly, thanks.
Aw, Kelly, thank you. Yeah, Erica's vibe is so off. So off. Oh, she's part of the Monarch program.
Yeah. You talked about that a little bit. I think.
So Charlie Kirk, I mean, honestly, he was kind of an outlier. Like he literally was like the American dream. He just was really good at politics. He grew and he got big through his own merit and hard work. Yeah. Yes. Do his parents believe the official narrative? Are they trying to protect themselves right now? Yes, and get the kids. Oh, so that makes sense.
Right.
So they're not going to say anything. They're just working to get those kids. Right. Is it true that Charlie changed his will at the end of his life to leave all of his income to his children and not to Erica? Yes. Oh. But Erica now is grossed in like millions. Yes. It's corrupt.
Oh yeah, Zora. No, she's not. She's not an OP. She would have to be to be involved with what she's involved with. She would at least have to be sold. Yeah. You can't do. You can't be an. Well, okay. Let's not get into that complicated shit. Because you could be an OP 2.0 and get into black magic stuff, but I don't think an OP could do any.
She's not. Is she a high priestess? Yes. Because remember when we had done this like really long 12-mile hike.
Yeah.
And we were exhausted. It was the day of his quote unquote funeral.
Oh, right.
And we were up in the mountains. We didn't have any internet, so we only had the TV. So we came back to the hotel and we like turned the TV on. We were exhausted. We turned it on to his funeral, and it was right when she was walking on stage.
Yeah.
And you immediately said, "Turn this off. This is black magic." She was standing at the podium, and she looked like I think the Christians thought she was praying, but it was very obvious by her hand signals that she was casting a spell.
Right.
It was very much a spell casting.
Yeah, and it was so polished and orchestrated. It made me feel nauseous.
Yes, but you're aware.
Right. For other people that aren't aware, they would just think, "Oh, it's just television."
Are a lot of the quote unquote conservative political influencers corrupt as well? Yes.
Yeah.
Because with Tyler Robinson's the hearing, Erica was given like 10 seats. And you would think she would bring like her family, her friends, people close to Charlie.
All influencers.
It was all influencers. And they showed up in like Ferraris.
Right.
Where the media was camping out all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to educate ultra people.
Yeah.
By these influencers.
Right. Yeah.
They play on people's beliefs. Oh, so like the big Christian influencers, like it's hard for them. Do they know that they're being played by Erica? No. Oh, so they're the ones
even your mom was buying into it, you know.
But she woke up though. She was eventually
finally.
Like, it was crazy. Like right when that first happened, and Tana were like, God, that Erica girl is fucking creepy. Like she's obviously involved. My mom got very upset. She's just a nice Christian woman.
Yeah.
But then my mom very quickly was like, oh no, she's shady as hell.
Right.
Shady as hell.
Yeah.
Is Candace Owens' life in danger? Yes. Is she going to be okay? Open.
Is she going to be? Sorry, I was looking at comments.
As if Candace Owens' life was in danger. I said yes.
Right.
Has it been in danger for a while?
Yes. Imagine. Yeah. I mean, she's got to be closely guarded.
But she's like Bryce. Well, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Like basically, she's sassy, doesn't care. Yeah, she'd rather die on her feet than live on her knees.
Yeah.
So you've even questioned Candace if she was controlled opposition before.
Long time ago.
I don't think she is now.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I don't either. Not now.
No, she's not. Has she been influenced in the past by people who are corrupt? Yes. But all have. You know, we've all been influenced.
Right.
But the minute she realized that she course corrects. Is that what Charlie was doing too?
Yeah.
So interesting theory that I saw on the Tiki Taki Lou, I thought was really fucking fascinating. And I just want to ask you, if our audience knows what a you guys know what a dead man switch is in our audience? So like people who like Candace, who have a lot of information and the government wants them
taken care of.
They'll have like what's called a dead man switch. Well, they'll send a bunch of stuff to all these people to say,
give someone a jump drive with information.
If something happens to me, release this information.
Uh-huh.
And we know that Candace has said before that she has a dead man switch. She has sent a bunch of files out to a bunch of different people, not just one person, and said if something happens to her, release these files. Did Charlie have a dead man switch? Did he have multiple dead man switches? Okay, yeah, so he did have that too. I think most people do.
Right.
Who are in those positions.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious when you watch Candace's shows that she knows a hell of a lot more than what she's actually saying. And everything she claims is fact, she immediately shows evidence for. So I saw on TikTok where this woman was saying, what if Charlie had a dead man switch that he gave to Candace Owens?
Right.
And what if this isn't necessarily Candace's research, but she's slowly releasing
little pieces.
Charlie's dead man switch.
Right. Yeah. Open way. Yeah.
If you reveal the full consent of it or the full, would that endanger Candace more? Yeah. Okay, I can respect that. Yeah. So that TikToker was kind of onto something. Yes. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So Lorraine wants to know, what about the conversion to Catholicism? Her picture posted with black and white floor walking through the pillars had so much symbolism. Oh, she didn't know about the black and white. I can see that. A lot of people have black and white tile floors and they don't know. Right. Now, Catholicism.
I sort of like black and white.
I do too. I like it too. Let's talk about Catholicism. Is Catholicism corrupt? Yes. But Candace is scared. I've kind of thought that. So that makes sense, Lorraine. I kind of thought that as well. That she's scared. And sometimes I think when like a lot of whistleblowers that come out of like these or get involved in like uncovering Satan, it's not even whistleblowers. They get really scared, and so they run to a security blanket. And I think that's what she's done with Catholicism. Yeah. I mean,
Zora, what makes you think that the Cassiopeia group have ties to Russia?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was funny that you brought that up. Oh, Lou said yes. It's funny you brought that up because I was just talking to Kelly today about she was trying to download the original transcripts. And they, Frederick and Vincent put those up on a Russian server so they couldn't be sued because Laura owns the copyrights for the material. So if you put it up on a foreign, like a country like Russia that has no extradition to the United States, it also applies to like if you're going to put copyrighted material up and not get sued in America, you could do it in Russia.
They were smart about that. Well, Zora said that she's very pro-Putin and shares propaganda all the time. So yes.
She probably gets paid, get kicked back. I don't know.
Remember who her husband is.
Oh, right. So he's from Poland, and he's sponsored by George Soros.
Yeah.
We have not done that show.
I know. We were meant to do it, and shit happened, and it'd be like 5 minutes. But yes, for those who might be watching from the Cassiopeian cult, your leader is in bed with George Soros.
We have we have the receipts.
For CERN.
Yeah, I was about to say that. And ARC brags about working for CERN.
Yeah. So who's what does she call it? What's the old lady word she uses?
COINTELPRO.
Oh yeah, that's such an old lady word. COINTELPRO.
Yeah. Who's involved with the 3-letter agencies You
Her,
know,
she
exactly right. Yeah.
I don't work for
I mean,
George Soros.
using Laura's rules, Laura's playbook on how she goes in and does research on people, using that formula.
She ain't that smart.
No, obviously not. No. If you used her formula and her approach to finding the dirt on someone, we've already found enough dirt to say this bitch is COINTELPRO. This bitch is controlled opposition. She's paid opposition.
Yeah, she's
opposition.
running a mind control exercise on her members.
Right, like the 3-letter agency wouldn't want to take her out. They'd be patting her on the back. Good job.
Yeah. She can't. How many arrest warrants does she have?
Right.
I don't have any arrest warrants. Like neither do you. Like what? So anyway, let's. I think we missed some. I can't see that well. So you want to go back to the top?
You don't have to be a wanderer to talk to Lou through divination. No.
Yeah.
It's just
Sidhees.
Yeah, it's just the Sidhees to be able to do what Bryce and I are doing is where you have to be a wanderer.
Yeah. I think Laura is, well, she's going to rot in hell anyway. She's going straight to Lizzie.
Oh, she's going to love it.
I just going what year did it become controlled opposition mind control program? Open Ark saw his chance, aka Sorrow saw his. Oh, okay. So I think in the beginning when it was Fred, Laura is always. Laura pretty much from our research, what we've learned, she's been like an abusive, narcissist, megalomaniac, compulsive liar, psychopath since she was born. Like since she was a child. She pulls the same shit on people. When she doesn't get her way, she'll accuse a man of SA if she doesn't get her way. Gross. And so I think what Lou is saying is that her neediness, her desire, her ego, put her in her willingness to stab people in the back and to practice Santeria on people and to do voodoo and black magic on people. To do animal. We got confirmation that she's doing animal sacrifices.
Yeah. So what were we talking? Okay, so when was it
co-opted? When Ark entered the picture.
If you go back even further, because trust me, I've done the research. She was running around and before she even really got involved with Frederick, who was already channeling before Laura showed up. Laura was already hanging out at the crystal shops and interested in astrology. I remember I found somewhere one of her moo-moos and one of her oldest websites way before the Cassiopean stuff. She was already.
Sorry guys, the dryer's going off. If you hear
she was already trying to become some psychic medium or astrologer. Yeah, right. And so she was just looking
with no psychic power.
Right. Yeah.
Just cons.
Yeah. So she was already looking to attach to someone that was legitimate within those circles. And then she just happened to come upon Frederick.
Very kind,
gentle man. Yeah. Who's a wanderer, service to others. And so Laura just stuck around, got as much as she could from him until she got ousted because Frederick realized the kind of person she was.
Her. Right. He tried to take his work away from her because he figured out she was a terrible human being.
Right. Yeah. And so that's when Laura decided to create the lawsuit and steal all of Frederick's work and then threaten Frederick and his family and then ran off and became the modern day prophet.
Well, ew. Yeah, and I think that her desperation, because should we tell them what happened with Ark? Because it's kind of funny.
You could tell them.
So she starts to blame her then husband. What did she say? Like he was taken over by a Lizzie or something, like her then husband, not the father. We don't know who the father of her kids are. So silly. She starts to have this affair with Ark, or she lures Ark over to Florida by sending him very old, like glamour. She catfishes them, like glamour shots. So he comes to Florida.
Realizes that those pictures were really old
and not you. Like he has to take the moo off in order to search for the fun parts,
right?
Under the blubber. So he does this thing. He's done with Laura. He flies back. He has an affair because he's married too. He flies back to Poland. She becomes like obsessed with him. So she sends all of her, I guess it would be the modern day sexting, but it was through emails back then. So she sends all the emails between her and Ark to Ark's wife.
And then tells Ark that it was the 3-letter agency.
Yeah, the 3-letter agency sent it. Like the 3-letter agency would give a fuck about a fat, obese, smelly woman in a moo having an affair in Florida.
Right.
And so, you guys know I don't like the church, but I think Ark's ex-wife was so savage. Because you guys want to know what she did after she divorced his ass and got all his money, all his CERN money? She donated it to the church. And so Ark had no choice at that point but to move to Florida and marry Laura. He's already living in hell, isn't he? And then, so I think that's when Lou is saying it, because Ark was connected to Soros. So Soros was like, well, by the by, if you're going to be stuck with this bitch, let's do an experiment. Let's see if we could control the population through her Ouija board. Ouija board. I think that's when she started getting, because we know she doesn't know. We know she doesn't channel. Can she channel? No. Make stuff up. Yeah, we know that. She'll read books. And then she'll channel that information.
We found somebody, I think it was Doro that gave us the heads up. Someone posted in one of our
videos of her
that there was a video
her lips.
Licking, she would lick her hand and put it on the planchette.
Why did she do that? Oh, she's trying to be sexy. Ew. Girl, lose. No.
And so anyway, we went and looked that video up, and it's. I mean, she pushes the planchette around like a Lizzie. I don't think they quite understand.
No, she does it exactly the way Lizzie does it.
Yeah.
Which is why Blue gave cursive drill. Way back. One of the first ones. The drill, the cursive drill. So Lou is the cursive. Lizzie's are the prints.
Because they're so linear and bound in the physical.
They can't flow.
And Lou flows. We've talked about this in many different ways.
And
then those of you who haven't been in our previous channeling sessions, we've talked about how we have spoken to Lizzie's before, and it's so different. They have no finesse. Just as much power in a sense, It's as active as Lou, but it's so linear. The way that they thank you. The way that they hit the letters is just fucking Lizzie.
It's Lizzie. It's Lizzie. But it's not. It's Laura, right? Yes. But Laura is not creative. Have you read her writing?
Yeah.
That's boring.
It is.
No wonder she can't get anybody to publish it for her. She has to self-publish. It's just self-grandizing and it's bullshit. It's just word salad. That's all her writing is. So I want to go back to this a little bit okay, sorry, go ahead. So we know that Laura then traps Ark. He gets stuck. He has to come to Florida and be married to that trailer trash, white trash.
And back then, back then in the early days, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just want to put this part in. Back then, before the early days, they used to brag about the connection between
ARK and George Soros.
And that's why, and we're going to cover this in our episode, but let me go ahead and drop it here. When I was going to look for the super old internet archives, the first renditions of the Cassiopean website, where they had all the braggings about ARK's connection to George Soros, it just so happens that Google said, "Oh, someone went in and requested for those web pages to be taken down from the Wayback Machine."
So people won't be able to find it.
So, but you could go look and you could find where someone has actually, because you can write to them and you can beg them
to take it down,
and they'll take down some years.
Well, you can't hide, Laura. You have pissed a lot of people off, darling, and they hold on to receipts, girl. You have no idea who we're talking to and the shit we've been told.
Yeah, it's definitely a niche cult, but they're the most dangerous, just so you know.
Yeah, they're very dangerous. Yeah, because Laura's dangerous.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the timeline. So she marries, because we're talking about being controlled opposition. She marries ARK. ARK's stuck there, and so George Soros, ARK's master, is like, well, let's just make this worth your while. Let's run this as a mind control for science. Let's run this for science as a mind control program. Laura can't channel anyway.
Right.
And so at this point, we know she starts getting paid by people like Soros in order to put certain ideas into her transcripts.
Right. Or different countries.
Religions into her transcripts. And so we do see that there was another scientist who was interested in Laura's work, and he was with them, and then he just vanished. And they talk about it, because I read through it on my in the beginning. I forgot his name. Some big scientist, and they're like, where did he go? Why isn't he coming back and returning our calls? They're like, oh, he just got mind controlled by the Lizzies, obviously not, like, he thinks you're fucking bullshit, batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he thinks you're crazy. That's literally why he's left and wouldn't return your phone, because this was back before text messages. Yeah. Like, so anyway, so Laura, even though she spends money like no one's business. We've learned that. Have you seen all her Helena Blavatsky rings? Hold it, where she does the photo shoot, where she's got all those rings, those gaudy rings she's trying to be, because like narcissists can't just be themselves. They have to copy other people. They have no original thought. Yeah. So at this point, now Laura's run a shit ton of scams. We know she got arrested for homicide. She actually was put on trial for schmurder, or attempted schmurder back in the day, but she got off somehow. Yeah. So she is a dark person. They had all these warrants for their arrest. They had no choice but to hightail it to Europe, because that's where ARK's from.
And run the house raffle scam.
And run the house raffle scam. So now they're stuck. They're not powerful enough for George Soros to get them off of their warrants, because he's just using them. Yeah. And so now she's over in Europe. She can't come back to the United States. Right. And they're broke again, but they don't know how to manage their money.
Yeah.
Right. And so anyway, is that about sum it up?
Yeah.
But they're still getting paid to promote certain political agendas. And so
Zor, don't feel too bad. For a couple years, man, I was in it for like 20. So
yeah. And so it almost broke our relationship up.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, because he was so, and he kept saying, and even no.
Okay,
give Bryce her piece. Yes, it was
all right, go for it.
Fucking rough, you guys. I was married to a full-on Xanu like cult member. Like, he should have just had a uniform on, because I would. And it's your own idea. Like, you were the reason why you woke up.
Right.
Because you would just tell me things about the Cassiopeans, and then you were like, here's a great idea for your channel.
Yeah.
Because at this point, we knew AI was stealing like my work and stuff. So I was trying to think of things I could do on the show that didn't take as much effort, because my work was going to get stolen anyway.
Right.
And so I started reading through, and I'll go on these shows like not really prepping.
Yeah.
And just reading them.
And
every single, you can go back. I have them all up. I did not remove them.
And good for you.
I kept them up. And you can see my brain like deteriorating as like you could see like my cheeks getting red. I was getting so fucking angry. And
I could hear you in the middle of filming those, and you'd be like, what the fuck?
Like on camera, like, what the fuck? And I would be like, well, the thing that got me was like when she was talking about Hinduism.
Right.
And how Shiva, was it Shiva and Vishnu or Shiva Brahman, whatever, were like copulating, and the Lizzie or the Cassiopeia was like, yeah. And I was like, well, if you're really channeling fourth density,
they should know that's not a thing.
Like Shiva and Brahman, it's the trihead, and they have their own wives, and like, so why aren't Lou would correct us with something like that's factual like that? That's a factual. So the fact that the Lizzie or the Cassiopeians, that we didn't know there were Lizzies at the time.
Well, they know it was her pushing on the planchette because you were reading before Frederick was involved, I think. Oh no,
that was after. I think it was after Frederick was involved. After it was, I skipped around. I started because the channelings I started with that were so that was in the first book. And Laura, we have your books, so no matter what you go back and change now, we still have those copies.
Yeah, because we know she does go back and delete stuff, especially when we cover stuff. She'll go back in and take them out. You'll be hard pressed to find the whole racist part. I couldn't find it anymore. I had to go back in the old stuff because she had taken it. She panics and she takes it out.
Yeah, but it's stupid, Laura. You're an idiot. Like, just own it. You're a racist bitch.
Everything online is fucking perfect.
Yeah, we have it. We have the hard copies too. Well, so in the beginning when she was in the printed work in her books, there were a couple of sessions where Frederick would just be channeling himself.
Yeah.
And those were my favorite. Like every time I read Frederick's or Frank's, as he's called in the books, channeling, it would make me so emotional.
And that was Lou.
Yeah. But she would always give a disclaimer before he's just a bad guy. And I apologize for this particular, but I'd be like, what are you apologizing for? This is absolutely brilliant. Like this is, I read him and I feel better about life. And, but she was trying to, hold on. She's a spin doctor. She was spinning it. To make you think that. And he was literally talking about legit spirituality.
Yeah.
When he would channel by himself, there was no conspiracy talk. There was no talk about like other people. It was about you and your journey.
Right.
And so
Laura was really the factor that brought in the Lizzies, I think. Yeah.
Yes. And she talks about like the law of one in the beginning, but it's obvious she doesn't know the law of one because she doesn't obviously understand. Yeah. Anyway, so but anyway, back to us. So I can get my piece.
Oh yeah.
I bring channel through himself. Yeah, it was the best. That's the best.
Yeah.
And I would come out of the room from filming and I would like look at him and be like, what have you gotten me into? Yeah. Like, what have you gotten me into? This is bullshit. And he'd be like, what? I was like, Todd, this is bullshit. Like, this is not accurate. I started reading the Wave series and I was like, this is such unbelievable bullshit. And then what stopped me, what broke me completely was Paula, my business partner, and I were on a show and we had pulled up some of her articles on her website and we were reading them live on the show. And Laura talked about in this article how she was the Messiah. Yeah. She had come to save the world. Yeah. And I thought, no, this is it. I'm not reading this shit anymore. I'm not putting it on my channel anymore. This is dangerous rhetoric. Yeah. This is not positive because on the positive side, there is no Messiah.
Right. And I didn't know that she was taking that stance. I was under the impression that the wave was just this consciousness wave that was moving
Laura.
Through. Right.
It's Laura when she walks into the room because she's so fucking heavy.
And if you go back and you read all the Unchained transcripts, there's no way you could get that any one person was the wave. Even if the wave was real or not real, there was no way that you were going to come at it from that.
The wave breaks the rules of nature. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
The basic, like kindergarten level spirituality, which we did. She tried to have the video. We have a video on my channel where Todd and I compared the Cassiopeian transcripts to the Yoga Sutras.
Oh, right.
And it showed
that made her the most
upset because it showed. We actually even put it through AI, ChatGPT, to pull up the differences.
Right.
And it showed blatantly that the Cassiopeian experiment is not spiritual. It is not. It is a gossip column.
Right.
and it made her so mad. She tried to have that video taken down. Then YouTube actually sent me an apology.
Yeah.
And anyway, so because what Lou is saying is nature.
Yeah.
So nature is anything with a birth, a life, and a death, right? And so she's thinking in her idiotic pea brain mind, low IQ mind, that she can transfer herself into a new density in the body she's in. She doesn't understand science, although she thinks she's so clever with science.
Right.
Because there has to be a beginning, a middle, and end.
Yeah.
So these bodies have to end.
Right.
In order for fourth density to begin.
Right.
On either side of you cannot start winter without finishing summer. You have the transition of fall and spring for a reason, where things die and are reborn again. So must our bodies. And so that's
why so many people grasp onto the whole concept of what the Cassiopeians, aka Laura, are talking about.
Because they're afraid of death.
If you understand all this stuff enough, you'll be able to slip through the cracks and leave with your body without having to drop it. But who would even want that? Would you want to start over? Especially if you were like fat, gross like she is.
Right, I know. Like,
I'd be begging to drop that body.
I know, me too. Well, it's people's fear of death. And that's what puts them into these, because that's what all cult members play on, is your fear of mortality. But mortality, if you just surrender to it and you just know it's gonna come, but it doesn't mean that your soul's gonna. That's the funny thing is like, if they would just read the Yoga Sutras, if you would just fucking read the Yoga Sutras, which is crazy, Todd. It's crazy that there are people in these spiritual cults who haven't read the prerequisite book, like the oldest book on spirituality.
But isn't that even crazier that I was studied in it and I still fell for it?
Yeah, but I think there were other reasons behind that. That you falling for it, because Patanjali basically says your suffering, your fear comes from basically your fear of your body dying, because you think that you are your identity now, but your soul is who you really are, and that's not your identity now. And so if they actually read that, understood that, I think the Cassiopeianist would realize that Laura is a fucking fraud, and they are. Isn't that crazy, you guys? They talk about like the 3-letter agency, but they are literally the controlled opposition. They are what they project onto other people. So anyway, can't evolve unless we finish evolution. 100%, Dominic. Hey, Jojo.
Who's Steven Crowder?
Neither. What's the question?
It is Steven Crowder an OP or an undergrounder?
Neither is what Lou said. Yeah. So, I hated Laura, but was still stuck. You know, Zora, I think that's true of a lot of cults.
Yeah.
Because I've worked with a lot of cult members. It's like the ideology. I mean, how many Scientologists have I worked with who hated David Miscavige but believed in the tech of Scientology? Right? Like I don't think you're alone in that. And I think that's what causes the cognitive dissonance sometimes. Is that, what was that quote that Laura's sock account tried to tell you that she's claimed Confucius said, but Confucius never said it?
Oh, when the hand points to the stars, you mistake something about analyzing.
Like, don't question the teacher, basically.
Like when someone points out something poignant to you, don't analyze the person who's pointing. Analyze what they're pointing to, but really,
you need to analyze the teacher. You absolutely do. How many fucking cult documentaries are out there at this point? You absolutely need to analyze the teacher.
Yeah.
Because,
and they don't need to be perfect.
No.
But
well, and they can be imperfect and still be good teachers. I think what we have to realize is like how involved is the teacher in with your life. Like in India, Sharath is not involved he was not involved in our lives. Like I keep telling people, like when you go to India, he doesn't know where you live.
Right.
He doesn't know like it's a school. You just come to school and you leave again.
Right.
And so regardless of Sharath's faults, I felt like taking teachings were safe.
Right.
Because it was just about, he wasn't inserting himself into our lives without boundaries.
Right.
And so I think sometimes when you have teachers or leaders who are inserting themselves into your lives
Yeah.
and trying to, that's when you start to have to question the intentions of the teaching.
Yeah.
You know, like if a teacher just will answer your questions and we have a, like you go and meet with Sharat and ask them questions.
But even if they are just not really getting deeply involved in your life, I still think that you should look at some of their actions.
Yeah.
Because if their actions are screaming that they're not following a moral path, then they could still do damage, even if they're not getting deeply into your life. Because you could say then the teachings are most likely corrupted because they're going to be self-serving to the individual. So
I'll give you a really good example. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but this is just I had one of my favorite students in real life students this morning. He was the first one to my really early morning class I had this morning. And he walked in and he's retired. So he takes my morning classes, then he goes and takes spinning classes after my class. And so I'm always laughing with him at how I want to be retired like him and just exercise all day. And he was telling me, and he always sends me texts how appreciative is of the class. And he said, I come to your class because I know you're practicing what you're preaching. He said, I can see in your body and the way you teach that you are just as hard on yourself as you are on us. And anyway, I think that's kind of it too. Like you're like, for us as Ashtanga people, we would get our licenses revoked if we stopped practicing.
Right.
Because that's important. Is the teacher actually living it as well?
Right.
And I would say too, like with us, like we have like people above us, like people that check us. Like Laura, who's checking Laura?
Right.
Who's Laura's teacher? Like that's a really important question to ask as well. Who's Laura's teacher?
She has no teacher. She just reads books. Yeah. Funny enough, Bryce was telling a story on one of her lives yesterday about me getting in trouble when I first went to my teacher in India, because I'd never taken a yoga class before until I showed up in India. I took my first yoga class with Pattabhi Jois, and I told Pattabhi Jois eventually how I had come to learn the practice, and he got very stern with me about how important it was that you do not learn yoga from books. And I was like, of course, that's why I'm here. But in the traditional teachings of yoga, you need a teacher, someone to hold you to the fire. And
your teacher needs a teacher.
Right. Yeah.
So I just saw this one, Kemi, question for our teacher, Lou. Why is Lou called Lou? Is it to close in short form for Lucifer?
What?
No. Lucifer is made up by, the name is? Yes. Satan comes from Saturn. Yeah. So you're saying, like, we know you've said that, like, also the entity we call Lucifer is like the highest level of a Lizzie. Yes, but we kind of took that term and made it bigger than it is. Yeah. So what is Lu short for? Nothing. It's a vibrational frequency.
Yeah.
You want to go through the different, so it's a vibrational frequency.
Lou, we asked Lou this long time ago before we went public, why Lou came as Lou, and it's not a name. Lou is a representation.
It's like a note.
It's like a vibrational frequency, a sound or a note. So, and Lou also taught us the sounds for all of the different densities.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay, Kemi. It's absolutely okay to have questions.
That's fine. So I'm going to start.
Tone,
I'm going to start with first density, moving to 6. So it goes La Ta Om Lu Q Ra, La Ta Om Lu Q Ra. So La Ta Om would be first density, second density, and then Earth would be Om.
Yeah, which is why in yoga, Patanjali calls the vibration of God Om, because he says God has no name. It's it's like a vibration. So Oh yeah, it's just spelled out for us because we work with visual words. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and Kevin, it's like rom, like rom, rom, rom. Yeah, like it's like that rom, it's a vibration. And like I always say, like in Sanskrit, like if you look at old Sanskrit, for example, it's caricatures, but we write it in English words to be, but it's not how it's spelled. It's just for us to be able to interpret what it's saying. Yeah, that's our Earth's vibration. Our third density is Om. So go through it again, Todd. What is it?
La Ta Om Lu Q Ra. Lu would be Luqu Ra R-A.
So La Ta Om Lu Q Ra, and that goes up through the six.
And Om is not O-H-M, it's O-M. Lou also stressed that a long time ago.
Om, yeah.
It should be O-M.
Yeah.
So, but before we go forward, I want to get to.
Well, let's clarify for the Lizzies though, because when you're working with positive, it comes in the form of the vibrational frequency. So Lu is a social memory complex in the vibrational frequency of Lu.
And there's only one fourth density service to other social memory complex.
Yes, Lu.
Yeah. So people, because I think someone asked a while ago, are there different like sub service to other social memory complexes? No. Why would there need to be? Because they don't have to. So Lu doesn't have to inhabit a planet.
Oh, with states of being, yeah. So he says it's almost like the USA, where America is this big country. That's the only America that there is.
Right.
Then there's little states, which would be the multiple souls within the umbrella of Lu. So it's a vibrational frequency. Lu just is. Yeah, Lu is just it's just like do, re, mi. It's different vibrational consciousness. But when we're talking about fourth density service to self,
they're always going to individuate.
There's going to be no, hi, it's Lu. It's not. It's going to be a wild name like you see in Laura all the time, where I think she's just picking letters from the alphabet to make them individuals. That's not what Lu does. Lu only individuates. Like he said, they can't even talk. They can't even talk on the board as They only individuate when they're trying to prerequisite wonder.
Yeah,
it's different. And so so Lu is just a vibrational frequency. We'll have to do a whole thing on Q one day, because that was interesting about Q being fifth density service to others.
Oh, right. And how it got twisted.
So
So
be careful. Still say the military back channel.
Who was that? Oh, Marissa.
I've been dealing with.
So I wanted to get to that. That was the next question I wanted to get to. So
Marissa, that is normal. Yeah,
it's detoxing.
That's detoxing. That's what's gonna happen, Marissa.
You just gotta push.
You gotta push through it. I mean, I have terrible back.
Stay hydrated. That's an important thing. Drink electrolytes. Get plenty of rest.
Get sunshine.
But that's just the cleansing process.
Because the Epstein-Barr and the cold sore virus, that's part of your karma, and we all have it. We all have. I have a terrible back, don't I?
Yeah.
Terrible back. And it's funny because my back now, and I've had to work really hard through. I actually think I'm a really good backbending teacher because I've had to work really hard on it. And if I don't work my back or my core, the karma, it'll flare up again. Right. So you have to kind of work through that. What else I was going to say? And then eventually my sacrum still clicks, doesn't it? Yeah. Like when I'm in here practicing, it goes click, click. You can hear it. It's kind of a gross sound.
Yeah.
But it still does that. So you're just going to have to push through it, and just keep going forward. Yeah. And let the karma. So I think what's happening, and it's not your fault, Marissa. I think we've been trained to do this because they want us stuck in the karmic loop. I think you've been trained. We all have that. When we see that come up, it's meant to stop, but it's coming up because you're purging it. And so when you ignore it, it's going to just stay. You're trying to evict it, right, and deal with it and dive into that karma. And so just know that it's going to take time. And some days that might just be me going for a 30-minute walk, right? But as long as you're keeping your energy flowing and detoxing, karma can be really painful. Absolutely. Yeah. So, Marissa, absolutely. Okay. So Marissa, this is good news that you know where it comes from. You know where you know what you're working with now. Right. So a lot of people, and I learned that from David Garrigues. Let me tell the story quickly. Like my original, I love David, my original teacher in Philadelphia. Before I started going to India, I would fly up to Philadelphia and practice with him. And I love that man. I learned so much from him about how to deal with your body and how to deal with life circumstances. We would be in the Mysore room, and granted, I was like in my 20s at this time too. These young 20-year-old girls were young, were fit, were flexible. He didn't really enjoy that. Like he didn't, the people who came in who were young and fit and flexible, he was like, okay, next posture, whatever. But when like a 60, 70-year-old man would walk in there who was overweight and couldn't touch his toes, David would get so excited. You know why? Because now we have something to work with. He would get so excited when he saw someone who came in with obvious resistance, because we could work with it. Now we have something to work with. So Marissa and everybody else, when you get on your yoga mat, or you put your sneakers on, or you go to a dance class, embrace those flare-ups, because now you have something to work with. And that's what makes it exciting. So the limitations, the weight loss, the inflexibility, don't be mad at that.
There's some people, it takes years to get into their karma.
Right. Some people the people who appear to be super flexible and fit and just do things easily, they're usually the worst behaved, because
also they don't have the advantage of getting it to their work so quickly.
Yeah. And that's what David used to say too. The people who struggle in the primary series, they're the lucky ones, because their karma came up early.
Right.
I have seen people in fourth series, like you don't see fourth series that much. You see it in India a lot. It looks like an exorcism to me. I'm not interested in fourth. But you would see these people in fourth series that were so cocky and so arrogant and just really never struggled. And they would get to this one gnarly pose in fourth series, and they would all of a sudden find that struggle. And the minute they find that struggle, after going all these years without struggling, they would have massive temper tantrums, because all of a sudden it was hard. And so if you're struggling now in the beginning, good, you're lucky, your karma came up early. All right. So every time the Epstein-Barr comes up, every time the cold sores comes up, acknowledge it. Don't try to get mad at it, and ask it what it wants from you. Like, what are you trying to teach me? What do I need to let go of, if that makes sense? So, okay.
Zor was asking about how much of the early Cassiopeia transcripts with Frank was actually like accurate.
I think it depends on which transcript you're looking at. Yes.
Yeah.
Zora, if you email us, we can send you. Todd has the original one.
No, I think he's got the original.
Okay. Well, if anybody,
when someone was actually channeling, which was Frederick, how accurate was the material?
Most. Because the Lizzies can't lie.
Right.
So when they were on the board, we know that they were talking to both Lizzie's and Lou.
Yeah.
So Lizzie's can't lie.
Yeah. So what was the information being given was pretty much accurate, but how useful, just because something's accurate doesn't make it useful.
Yeah.
Right.
So most of the Cassiopeian stuff, even if it were accurate, isn't useful at all.
You're holding it weird. I'm having a hard time.
My hands are getting sweaty.
Oh, they are.
I'm trying to like.
Okay. So
it's like Lou. It's like I'm at a 6th grade dance and we're holding hands and our hands are sweaty.
It's hot in here. You won't let me turn on the AC because you get cold when you channel. Yeah, it was the early stuff that sucked me in too. Actually, I'd skip. There were like a lot of years in there in the transcripts that I never even paid attention to. After, really, I would say like after Frederick bailed, which I didn't, or we were led to believe that.
I know. Oh, let me tell this story quickly.
I don't know.
When I came out after the first reading, I was calling him Frank because that's who it was in the transcript. I was like, Todd, who's this Frank guy? This Frank guy's amazing. And Todd was like, oh no, he's controlled by the Lizzies. And I was like, what? I was like, he's actually speaking. And it took you a while to realize you had been programmed by Laura to think he was bad, right?
Yes. It took me until I saw that she was claiming to be the wave. maybe it took me a little bit longer than that.
I
Anyway,
like them round.
okay.
I like them chunky.
So, yeah.
So let's back up a little. I can't see. I can only see like the bottom one. So let's go back up.
Here. I got them here because remember this is all on my channel. So.
Oh, I saw Zor. You said I got programmed that I lost my soul.
Huh.
So interesting. No, you didn't. Lucien, you didn't lose your soul. You can smash you soul, but what is smashed can be put back together. Yeah. So Zor, you never lost your soul, buddy. Yeah.
It is not too late.
No.
Now, for some of the people,
it's already well too late.
Yeah,
you already turned the corner.
Not you.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And listen, I mean, sometimes I always tell my students, like with suffering and stuff, that the more the heart breaks, the more the light can come through. And I think, and Lou, you correct me if I'm wrong, but sometimes I think it's necessary for us to like smash our souls from time to time and put it back together, because that gives us intense wisdom and compassion. Or for me, anger. That's why I get so mad at Laura, because the abuse is just unbelievable. And just the way that she has treated other human beings is just, I can't, like,
knowing even a quarter of the stuff that we know, how could anyone look at her and think that she would be channeling service to others?
I know, it's wild. Like, the stuff that she has done, the stuff we've read, the stuff we've been told, it is like, I have never, I mean, we think about like Hitler, I have to say Hitler here, and like Mao and all those people, but then you see somebody that's actually in our realm that's not famous like that,
right?
And to see what they're doing to human beings and have been doing, it is like, I am still like, my flabbers are gasted at like what she is doing. It is the evil, and the fact that she can fucking sleep at night is unbelievable. Aw. So Zor, he called you Z. Lou called you Z. Z said, Lou said, Z, you're wonderful and beautifully made. So don't believe anything they've told you about yourself.
Right.
Don't believe a woman like Laura or her flying monkeys. Yeah, don't believe their
And soul smashing. Let's talk about that for a second. So one way to smash your soul is to deeply believe in a lie.
Hold that. I gotta get something to drink.
So when you deeply believe in lies or a set of lies, and you identify with it to a certain extent, that's what ends up smashing your soul. Like Lou said, you could put your soul back together. You know, it's not permanently. Well, some people, I guess, maybe could permanently smash their soul.
I think it's just too late at the time. Like,
right? Yeah.
Wicked stuff.
Right. There's not enough time to turn it around. But that's one thing, and I'm sure I'm not recalling all the ways that you could smash your own soul, but that's one of the probably the more common ways that people end up smashing their soul is to believe in lies, or believe, identify with Lizzie logic or Lizzie teachings enough. You can smash your soul, because maybe you can believe in certain truths so much that it smashes your soul, because those truths are along the lines of a service to self path. Is that a thing, Lou? No. Okay.
Service to self, excuse me, aren't soul smashed.
Oh, okay.
Because they're deceiving people intentionally.
Yes.
So Laura's intentionally deceiving people.
Yeah. So really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are flying. Hey, DK, we've been meaning to text you, buddy. Things got crazy here.
Yeah.
So just FYI, good to see you, DK.
Yeah. Just quickly, what's another way you could smash your soul?
Hurting others. Without apology. Oh, so like when you hurt others and you carry that guilt,
yeah,
and you don't make it up to them, right? So it's not hurting others in a wicked sense where you know you're hurting them.
Right.
No, it's like doing something nasty to somebody else and then like being in the guilt and not making amends.
Which turns it into shame, I guess. That's it. So the shame of it is still
because you start to identify with that one action you did.
And you make it
your whole self identity.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Friction does cause a stone to change shape, right?
Right.
So
that's a good one, Dominic.
Yeah. So let's go back and I don't know if we got. Guys, sorry, I can only see like the way that the laptop's tilted. I can only see like the bottom comments. I can't see the top. It's just blurry up top. So Todd's gonna look at his phone.
Who's that? Teresa.
Caputo. She had that show, the Long Island. Is that the Long Island Medium, Joe? Teresa, I'm trying to get you to watch. I love all these paranormal shows.
I don't remember that.
She's a wanderer who wanders off. She's a wanderer who wanders off. So does she have a city? Yes. Is she psychic with that city? Yes. But you said she wanders off. Yes. Lizzie. So sometimes she gets the Lizzie's give her information, but she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yes. That reminds me. Have you guys seen the Instagram for Dinky the Duck? Have you seen the Dinky the Duck?
No.
It's so funny. It's this woman. She's got these ducks as pets, so like 4 of them, and she lets them in the backyard and the other 3 are always abandoning Dinky.
Yeah.
Because Dinky will just spin in circles sometimes, quacking, and she has to go and get Dinky the duck. It's the fun. That reminds me of Teresa. She always say she wonders. She's Dinky the duck.
Who's that? I don't know.
Let's see, Kim. Sorry, do you have your glasses on? You can see. I can't. I don't have my. Hiya, can you elaborate on? Oh yeah, the Holy Blood, Holy Grail. It's so funny because I covered that with the Priory of Sion.
That's right.
So let's talk about. Can we talk about Holy Blood, Holy Grail? LOL, yes. So the guys who wrote the book Holy Blood, Holy Grail, was their information accurate? No. Do they think their information is accurate? Yes. Okay.
Do they just make up their information?
No. Have you read? I've read Holy Blood, Holy Grail. I read it a long time ago. They did deep research into Lorraine La Chateau and the Priory of Sion.
No.
Now, and Lorraine and I are gonna we had to stop our show because you brought me the note.
Remember? Oh, you're a shut our electricity.
Yeah, because so we were talking.
Not because we didn't pay the bill.
No. Maybe I'll tell now.
We're not that bad off.
No. I was filming a live show with Lorraine. We were already like an hour in, and Todd walks in and gives me a note. He gives me a note. I felt like I was being summoned to the principal's office, and he was like, "Georgia Power is going to shut it off because they were installing something next door, so
a new meter
or something." And so we didn't totally get into it. So does let's go back to this. Does the Priory of Sion exist? Are they good or are they bad? They're bad. Now they say it's a holy bloodline. Is it? It's the bloodline of Satan. Is it the undergrounder bloodline? Yeah. We talked about that. How?
Yeah. Was it the last or time before last? We talked about the holy bloodline was basically just the undergrounders.
So all the 13 families, we'll say, they started as undergrounders. So that's they think their hierarchy because they started off as undergrounders.
Yeah.
And that's the bloodline. And that's what the Priory of Sion is protecting. Yes. Okay. So there is a bloodline that's being protected, but it's not the bloodline. Is it the bloodline of Christ and Magdalene? No. Does the bloodline of Christ and Magdalene exist? Yes. Do the powers that be know who those people are? Yes. Oh, most of us.
Oh,
Most of us descend.
right.
Was Jesus, I know we're going to talk about this with Lorraine on Saturday when we refilm, but the Mormons teach that Jesus had 3 wives. Did Jesus or Joshua have 3 wives?
That
No,
puts you
LOL.
grave early.
Who has time for that?
Have we done videos about undergrounders before? Yeah, they're mentioned here and there.
Tell her what undergrounders are. Come and drink. I gotta take a drink.
All right, undergrounders. So undergrounders is a whole civilization of people. Is that a correct whole civilization?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
it's a society.
yeah, it's like a society of people that live underground. Their above ground base is the I country, and
not the I country's people, the regular old
right
I country people
right
are just normal people like you and me.
right
Yeah.
But they're above ground representational government, and they live very
The Netanyahu.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what else? I mean, they're all sold service to self polarized individuals, are trying to become service to self polarized individuals. So there's no.
That's why they boink. They're kissing cousins.
Yeah, and I don't think no wanderers are allowed in there.
Yeah, they try to use wanderers. That's why they like O negatives.
Oh, wait a
We
second.
can channel. We've talked about.
So they're
not allowed as like. Well, they might marry them in, but they try to MK Ultra mind control them and put them in a situation because they can channel.
Okay, so they just use them. They're allowed in, but they're just tools.
They're controlled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the bloodline that's being protected by the Priory of Sion. It's not.
And our governments know that these undergrounders exist.
They also know about more land.
Oh, we want to talk about that too.
And they know NASA is just as much a big fat liar as Laura.
Yeah.
So they know.
Yeah. So just quickly, there's another civilization on this planet on extra land, a huge piece of land. They don't know about us. We don't know about them. That's when I say they don't know about us. Their higher ups know about us, but the inhabitants
are like us.
Yeah, like us. We've never been there.
They've never been to us.
Yeah. We don't know what life is like there. They don't know what life is like here.
The Voynich manuscript.
Right. We found out the Voynich manuscript is
information from that other land that we don't know about.
Right. So those plants and the language, all of that. And then Lou also mentioned NASA, in that Lou has told us in the past on third density, every single third density, the inhabitants of third density are not allowed to leave the planet ever. So we've never gone to those. We've never been to the. Humans have never stepped foot on any other planet. I don't think that we could go. There's only a certain distance we could go away from the planet, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what people they talk about the firmament.
Yeah, that exists.
Yeah, although the planet is not flat.
No. But also not round.
Right. Yeah.
Are you going to elaborate more on that, Lou?
That was a little sassy, though, if you saw that.
So Deborah, I can see Deborah's undergrounders go back and forth. Some do. Some go back and forth.
So
don't.
there are different kinds of undergrounders. There are the conscious undergrounders that know exactly where they're from, and they can go down and they can come back up, and so they can go back and forth. And then there are the MK Ultra undergrounders
that don't know,
that can go back and forth, but they don't remember where they're from. They're just here to do a certain job, and then they can go back and not remember that they were even up here. And then I don't know, maybe there's like some rejects who are like, we don't want you back, and so they
then
leave.
There's some that are lineage of undergrounders who don't even know they're in a lineage of undergrounders.
Right.
And a lot of us have undergrounders in our family lines.
Not a lot of us, but
some people do, but they're not.
And they'll
themselves.
fuck up. They'll fuck up
They'll
your
fuck up your family line. Yeah, like
that's what I'm
Sir
dealing
Thomas
with.
More. So he's a descendant of Sir Thomas More, who was an undergrounder.
And that's who
evil
fucked
man.
up. My,
He was an evil man.
And that's who fucked up my. There's such a thing as deep level punctuator. Is that a thing, Lou? Yes. No. Okay.
It just depends on what somebody does with their life.
Okay.
Yeah. So some people aren't assigned those roles. It just
just sort of happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care about how their
They
society
can't-
works. They're 100% communistic.
yeah, absolutely
And they're-
communistic social credit system. Follow a brave new.
They're
Brave
very
New World.
They're what is that?
That's them. Okay, Brave New World, the book.
Uh-huh.
Brave New World,
Okay.
classic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You can tell who did their homework in school.
Yeah, I did not.
I like to read
I
them.
barely got out of high school.
So, Brave New World, it was like a communistic society. They made a movie. We can watch the movie if you want. It's like a communistic society. The government monitors everything, who your partner is. You have to switch partners all the time. Like what you do. And they could take trips to go to this other part where the rejects are. It's people who
that's
refuse.
for the fun. Yeah, that's for the fun people.
Anyway, so it's Brave New World, and that's what he's saying. So anyway, could it be from previous 3D times? So it depends on your karma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some people can. So some of these like 13 families, might have descendants around today that don't. They know their bloodline is different and quote unquote special, as they say it's special. But I don't think they maybe know that they're from the underground.
Right.
Correct. So I thought I was seeing some. Dominic asks, can we travel to different 3D planets through vibrational sips? No, that's Lizzie stuff. That's Lizzie tricks. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it. He was on it. We're in a playpen. They've got us quarantined into a playpen.
Yeah. It's for our own safety, Lou's told us, that we can't leave.
Animals can.
Animals can what?
Go in between.
Oh, yeah.
But we know that because Lou plays with Robbie all the time.
Right.
And Robbie sees Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah, but animals don't have a veil.
Right.
That's why animals accept. I mean, they fight death. They fight for survival. But when it's time for them to actually go, they just accept it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right, Boo. I mean, it sort of like takes the fun out of thinking about the extraterrestrial stuff when you actually start realizing what they really are, what extraterrestrials really are, which is Lizzie. There's no such thing
as a positive
ET. Every single ET
is Lizzie.
Yes. They love their fancy ships.
They're flashers.
Yeah. Lou doesn't need a ship.
With small ding dongs.
That's why I have fancy ships.
I know. It's the Napoleon complex, but
they gotta compensate somehow.
Animals see Lou. Yeah, they absolutely do.
Yeah.
Like, look at put the camera. Put the camera on Robbie right now. So whenever we film, see how zoinked he is. Every time we talk to Lou, that's what he does.
He just conks out, and then he dreams. He'll kick his leg, he'll feet will kick, and he'll start snoring, and you could tell he's like really active in his dream. And Lou says that Lou brings him into Lou, and the kids play with Lou.
There's kids in fourth density when their last existence was they died as a kid.
Yep.
That animals, if you see your animals like dreaming in their sleep or moving, they're typically in fourth density service to others, playing with the kids.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
It is.
Yeah. So, all right. Should we back up and see? I can only see the bottom. I mean, there are aliens. Oh, hey, Bobby, there are. Oh, he's just curling up. There are aliens, but they're Lizzie aliens.
Yeah.
So, what happens to service to others humans that graduate? You mean from third?
What was it?
They go to fourth.
You have to leave. You have to leave your body. There's no. Yeah. There's no other way.
Yes, new body.
Yeah.
Robbie's being funny.
Yeah, so from
Yeah.
third to fourth.
You get a new body. I mean, Lou, from what we understand, you're mostly in consciousness, correct? Yes. You have some physicality, though, correct? Yes, but it's not as hard and placent as the Lizzies, correct? Yes. Because you're moving up. So you're losing the Prakriti. The higher you get, the more Prakriti you lose. Yes.
No. Yeah. Right.
So the Lizzies just want that physicality.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now you won't be nervous about seeing your animals twitching in your dreams.
Right.
Robbie barks in his dreams. He's like in his dreams. I was laughing. He falls off the bed a lot.
Yeah.
He rolls off the bed a lot.
He's just a little goofy. What Lou? What would make you? What situation would make Lou want to become more physical in certain situations? Because sometimes I guess that's called for.
Open. The culture of the time.
Oh, right. Okay.
So when a density first starts developing its civilization and people are just so in the dark, they need that physical.
Right.
But then over the course of evolution of souls, that memory of consciousness starts to come back.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. And with the Lizzies always wanting to pop in and flash people, I guess you got to give them a taste of the real thing every so often.
What do you mean?
Civilization.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I think it's just how you better serve. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
are densities in service to others related to light?
Both. So both the Lizzies and service. We talk. I don't know if we just want to show or prove ourselves. Hold it that the light is both are in the light.
Right.
It's just different. Like we polarize it as darkness and light.
Yeah.
But because the Lizzies are also a fractal of God in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both Lou and the Lizzies could come as light beings.
Makes light and love dangerous. When you understand. Yeah. Okay. So he's saying the whole light and love movement, that makes it dangerous. Like when you understand that Lizzies are also of the light.
Yeah.
You don't take the light and love saying so seriously anymore.
Right. And Lou, you say love and light and all that stuff, and Lou just says ew. Because because that's not how you could tell whether you're dealing with service to others or service to self.
Light is not how you move karma. And that's the toxic positivity, right? Like ignore all your problems.
It's just all love
and light. No, you actually got to be in your, like we were talking about, like pulling your shit up and being in it. And then that's how it starts to eradicate.
Yeah. So
the Cassiopeians said that they were light. Well,
yeah.
The Lizzies are light too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Lou says that Lou in modern times has never come to anyone in their physical form, or not physical, in their light body form. So everyone that in modern day history, ever since
he said the last time that Lou came into physical form was during biblical times,
right?
As Michael and Gabriel,
right? And then since then, since
And there
then,
was no, if you think back about it, like there was really no image. It was like it's just a big light. Some people called it an eyeball. Like we think of it as an angel, a man, but they were just a big light form.
Right.
Yes, that's it.
Did you guys not have dimmer switches back then?
Brights only.
Yeah.
We told you. You ain't ready for this jelly.
So getting back to the light thing, just any being, anyone that says they had a light being come to them since biblical times are talking about Lizzies.
Yeah, Lou can't come in an actual physical form. It's just a light. And Todd said, "Do you not have dimmers?" And Lou said, "Brights only." I told you guys, you ain't ready for this jelly. So I thought, so why they come in physical form then? What's the significance? Because of what he said was culturally needed at the time.
Yeah.
Like our level of awareness as we evolve in third density from the beginning to the end, how our through the lives, how our level of awareness of consciousness changes.
Yeah.
So back then it was needed in order to serve. And now it's not. And I also think too, because of science.
Yeah.
Like
and
back
also
then people had more of a belief in the supernatural.
I was just about to say the acceptance of it and the normalization of seeing beings of light or whatever
was normal.
It was normal.
Now they can throw you in a psych ward,
right?
Or try to scientists. So Lou does it, and it's whatever's going to serve. And Lou talked about it before because we had somebody saying in a comment, "That's not Lou. Lou was too rough on the board." And
Lou was like, Lou's subtle energy. I talked to they were acting like that they talked.
No, and Lou reminded us at that time looking at the Bible when Michael or Gabriel appear, what's the first thing they always say? Don't be afraid.
Right.
Because it's such a forceful energy.
Yeah.
That they have to say, hey, don't be afraid. It's okay. Don't be afraid.
Right.
So Lou was saying, like, if we had to say that back then when we appeared, it's going to be forceful on the board as well.
Right.
Because that's the Lou vibration we're working
Actually,
with.
I posted a clip from that session.
Be not afraid,
just recently, if you want to watch that whole video, it's like the something about the truth of angels and whatever. It was there. We did a whole episode about all of that stuff. So we're like, it was a fun one.
So
be not afraid.
Be not afraid. That's the first thing they say. You never hear the Lizzie say that.
No.
But Lou had to come in and say that.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Like, because it was so shocking.
Yeah.
Right. So people who tell you, "Oh, Lou," I mean,
Lou said what Lou said. We care too much about your nervous system to put you through that.
Yeah. And you see in the Bhagavad Gita too. Arjuna asked Krishna to show himself.
Yeah.
And the minute Krishna's like, "You don't want to do that. No, dude, you don't want to do that." He's like, "No, show me." And Krishna's like, "All right." And the minute Arjuna's in the corner crying, begging him to go back into his regular form. So they're very aware of our limitations.
Yeah.
And that those limitations need to stay intact because of what we're doing in third.
Yeah. And it's got to be more than just the brightness of it. It's got to be something else that it reveals along with it.
Yeah. Brightness means not for us. Brightness
does that kind of light, the light of Lou, also like start to dissolve your false belief system, and that's the other pain that's involved? Oh, no. Okay. Well, I was just trying to.
I think belief system depends
on
again when you're just shot in the dark. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Should we? I think we missed some questions.
Okay. Well, let's see. Here, you look through it.
Okay. So Kim says on August 2nd, 2018, I was at fault for a car accident. I did not see a big truck as I turned. Was my view of the truck hidden on purpose? Was it the Lizzies or karma? Thanks. It was karma. So it was supposed to happen. Like in 2004 film with Nicolas Cage, National Treasure, is there a real national treasure here in the U.S. that has not been discovered? Too many. But ooh, what is a national treasure? So now Lou's asking us, what is
What's
the
a
national treasure?
Good question. What is a national treasure? Us.
Us.
Right.
Our minds. This goes back to what Lou said the other day.
We're in control.
We're in charge. We're in charge. All this money
they spend so much time, money, and energy to steer our thoughts and decisions and just consciousness. And all it takes is one incident to just like nullify everything they've done. Like
they've done
Cup.
that. World Cup, Fauci, Charlie Kirk, like there's been a bigger divide between those who are asleep and those who are awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the national treasure. So
yeah. I felt that coming.
Yeah.
All right.
He left. He left. Save your questions, guys. We'll do it next time because he just popped out.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun. I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
We never
really know, but yeah, today was just one of those days. Sometimes I have some suspicion of what it's going to be about, or
we knew we were going to ask about Charlie Kirk.
Right. Yeah. And I forget what was the other one
we talked about Holy Blood, Holy Grail. And sorry, I saw that question about his other book, the Armageddon book, but we'll remind us, whoever asked that question, remind us next time we'll ask that question.
Yeah. Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah. Thanks, really guys.
Kind. And I guess I'm going to try to figure out how to do the Discord. I'm going to try to do a new, like, I don't know what you call it, the terminology, but a new subject for what do they call it? A new Discord. It's in the same line. It's going to be the Confused Water Discord, but for each session.
Soul smashing?
No, for each session.
Yeah.
We're going to have a separate one. And then people could talk about that particular session amongst one another.
Yeah, there are threads on Discord.
It's called Threads.
Discord channel. Yeah.
Zor, did I see that you're familiar with Discord? Because maybe you could help steer us a little bit with that. Yes, Discord channel. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to put this up on Discord. A topic.
Yeah. And that was actually good. Kimmy, your question about Lou for Lucifer, that was actually a really good question. We learned he's Gen Z.
Yeah.
I'm an elder millennial. He's Gen X. So we're like, what's this?
Right.
I want to learn something new. So Zora, we might need you more. But yeah, like Kimmy, that was that. We could put that as a title, like, is Lou for Lucifer? Because that was a good question that Kimmy asked.
Well, they could discuss that within. It could be too complicated.
Yeah.
Discuss that within this session. I'm going to open up a new thread or whatever you call it for Discord for each of the channeling sessions from now moving forward.
Yeah.
And people can keep it organized.
Yeah.
People could chat about those. So it'll have the general Lou family one.
And then the different videos.
Yeah. The different videos. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So much interesting info. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we're doing it in Discord. I saw some people chatting about taking notes. I never remember what Lou says, do I? Ever. Todd remembers better. I'm too busy reading the board.
Right.
To actually remember.
One day we're gonna have to go back and listen to all the old stuff. Yeah.
Yes, but Lou always takes my side and makes Todd. It was bad though, guys. It was bad. Yeah, don't be Kimmy. Don't be nervous to ask questions. Questions are welcome.
Yeah.
We're not. We don't gatekeep.
Yeah.
No.
There's questions that we never think about that you guys bring up and go like, wow, yeah, that's a great.
And it was great, Kimmy, because you know what your question opened up is that the Lou thing, like Lou spells it Lu because that's how we read it. that it's a vibrational frequency. So that opened up that discussion, which then helps people recognize that things like the Cassiopeians are bullshit.
And I think that they're responding to my response when I said Lu stood for Lucifer. I didn't actually see. I wish I would have read your name first, because I thought it was someone coming in. We've had people that slip through the cracks and come through and claim that we're talking to devils and weird stuff like that. So when I saw that question about Lu for Lucifer, I thought it was.
No, I thought it was a good question.
Yeah, no, it was.
I thought, because I had never thought about that, and so it was great that you asked that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Kim, just be careful. I've had people, in fact, hack I can't even get into my Facebook account anymore. So if you friended me on Facebook and I haven't responded, that's why.
Yeah.
So
well, hopefully, I don't know about the security. I don't know about the security with Discord.
I don't think Lou would put us. I noticed what I noticed yesterday, because I didn't know, and our Shane, who's asleep right now because he's in Australia, but you guys get to you can call each other. And I think that's why Lou suggested Discord, was because that gives you guys a way to like call each other and get to know each other outside of like a public YouTube, or you know you can.
Oh, Zora, you said you thought it was a Cassiopeian member hacking.
No, it's Kimmy. No, I actually liked the question, Kimmy. Again, I think it was an important question to ask. And don't be. And this is for any Cassiopeian members that are watching.
Yeah.
We don't gatekeep. You can ask us any questions you want. We don't own Lou.
Right.
Lou wouldn't show up. Would he?
Oh, yeah, and we ought to show him really quick what our setup looks like, because Laura claims that this is AI and that we have like a magnetic thing that we're fake channeling just to show you.
Some of you guys have seen us in person and have. Kelly, you've met us in person and we've channeled with you before, so this is not.
We'll just show you our setup.
It's like a yoga mat, a cut up yoga mat.
This is the bottom of the board. This is the top of the board. This is the planchette. That's a little. That was a little mat that we had underneath it.
Yeah, to keep it from moving.
And then we have this board that comes off, and then we have that, and then this is just a little stool. So just so you all know that there's no trickery here with magnets or anything like that. We'll just put it out.
Our computer's on yoga blocks right now. Actually, let me take a picture. I wonder if I can put pictures in the Discord so you guys can see it.
Because Laura was claiming that we're the ones fake channel.
So I'm just taking a picture. Maybe you guys can just see it on screen. That's what it looks like.
The computer that's sitting
there. This is their computer. Yeah. Nothing fancy. Kelly's channeled with us in real life.
Yeah.
That's how we met Kelly.
Right, yeah.
We
at a Bigfoot conference.
And we sat at a picnic table and channeled with her and Dale. So Kelly knows this is real. So for any of again, I want to emphasize to any Cassiopeian members who are watching, I know Laura gatekeeps questions.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
No.
If we miss any questions, it's by accident, and we ask people to keep asking again in case we missed it, because we don't want to miss your questions.
Right.
We're not gonna answer. We're not gonna answer. We're gonna let Lou. Right. We're not gonna hold that back.
We had talked to Lou about before we came live, like about questions, and Lou was like, let Lou handle it.
Yeah.
Bring all questions to Lou, and Lou will decide what Lou can answer or what Lou cannot answer, and how Lou.
And sometimes when Lou says open or can't answer, it's because for many reasons. One, it could infringe our free will by answering, and so he needs us to stay unsure.
Sometimes I've noticed that Lou will have a topic that Lou wants to talk about, and then one of you all will ask the question that kicks it off.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how that happens, because sometimes we'll talk to Lou before we even come on, and Lou will say, Lou's got it. Lou knows what they want to talk about, and then someone will ask the question, and it'll be the whole theme, like for the first 45 minutes, and it's just like Lou got them to ask that question.
Yeah, or Lou knew that question was coming.
Exactly,
so
right.
That question can help.
That's what it is. Lou knew that question was coming, and Lou was like, "Oh, I can make a topic out of that."
Yeah, like this could help other people too.
Right.
Zora just said, her last session, she said, "I don't care about that question."
Oh, right. No,
we would never.
Oh my God. I still sometimes get on the new posts on their forum, and I saw this poor person just get lambasted by one of the moderators for just starting a thread and asking a question. They were like, why would you expect us to like waste Laura and the Cassiopeians time with a question like that? It was like,
there's no hierarchy here. There's no
There's no wasted time.
No, there's no wasted time. Lou's going to take care of it, Todd. And let me tell you one thing too. When you're working with Lou, you don't get exhausted.
No.
Like, I'm not tired. So I can sit here all day if I want and answer questions. Lou's the one, because when you're channeling a positive entity, they're not taking energy from us to channel. They're using their own energy to channel. When you work with the Lizzies are pulling energy from you.
Or if you're fake channeling, you're just gonna get like Laura, you're overweight, because you got to make sure Laura's not channeling. She's just going
and licking her lips to try to be all seductive, or licking her like. When has that ever been seductive?
Right.
Yeah, just gross. So Lou leaves when Lou when Lou's running low on energy. That's when Lou leaves, or sometimes Lou leaves when there's too much. Like, we can feel it in the plan chat when it's the Lizzies are trying to hold.
We were talking about something today, and you hear it going.
Yeah, that's the Lizzies like sitting on it.
Sounds like a glass being scratched.
Yeah, and so sometimes Lou will leave if there's too much Lizzie interference.
Yeah.
And sometimes Lou will leave when Lou feels like it's the perfect time to leave it and come back next time and revisit from there. Zora, this stuff, Cassiopeian stuff always made me feel so bad. This stuff does not make me feel bad at all. Yeah, right. That's the huge difference. Lou doesn't really tell us what to do. He gives us exercises and ideas if we want it.
Tells me what to do.
Yeah, Lou Lou can run low on energy, DK.
Yeah.
There's not an abundant amount of energy. Lou, that was one thing you and I went through with Lou. Was it on a show or just on our own? That's why we're on an energy exchange.
We've definitely talked about it, that there's no such thing when you're dealing with, you're outside of.
When you're in property.
Yeah, that's what it
there's
is.
An energy exchange.
Right. There's no such thing as infinite energy unless you're the creator.
And so Lou was saying this whole, like, there's abundance everywhere. That's not exactly true.
Right.
Lou was explaining that. That's why manifestation can be black magic. Like, all these people putting manifesting boards up. Like, Lou was like, you can do that, but you need to actually earn it. Right? You can't just demand things, because there is a limited amount.
Right.
If there was an abundance of energy, we wouldn't have to eat. We wouldn't have to sleep.
Yeah.
Right? So we wouldn't, like, Lou was like, that's all 3-letter agency bullshit to try to get you to practice black magic, basically.
Right. It's just like the whole psyop of the free energy devices. Sorry. Yeah. Like, no energy.
There's no energy is really free here. And that's how we learn. That's how our karma comes from. Friction comes from, because it's temporary. So even in 4th density, because then you have 5th density and 6th density. So they're just different levels of Prakriti, basically.
Right.
And so Lou, even though they're in a different reality than us, they still have to wage their energy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. Cool.
All right, you guys.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm going to 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I could figure out the Discord topic thing, and so be expecting that soon. But before I do that, I've got some stuff to do. We got to get.
Oh my God! Yes. So she just put it. So In said, "Oh, we've got so many hurt Argentinians," and then Jay said, "We're not going down that rabbit hole. It's nonsense." Who is Jay to say that it's nonsense?
Right.
Oh, we also learned that Laura has turned on Trump because she
was telling her followers that she was in communication with Trump and that she was guiding him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Trump wasn't doing what she was prophesizing, and now she's bashing Trump.
Yeah, because he's not doing,
because he's compromised.
Yeah. Megan, I got a goal board. Yeah, something I want to work towards after. Yeah, Megan, if you have a goal board, like a board on your wall, but you're working towards it, that's a different story.
Right.
But it's these people that like put like mansions and Ferraris on their vision boards, and they think they just deserve it, and they're not doing anything to work towards it. Right. So yeah. Yeah. A question was Was the Soccer World Cup rigged? Laura, I'm not going to ask if Soccer World Cup was rigged. I'm sorry, I don't even care. Yeah, that's Laura showing her true colors because Laura thinks she's better than her subscribers. And if Laura was truly, or her cult members, if Laura was truly channeling, she wouldn't even worry about the question.
Right.
Because she would just, you just bring it. It's not, Todd and I aren't answering. Whoops. My alarm just went off. Todd and I weren't answering you guys. Lou was answering you guys. We never know. Some of the stuff Lou says, like, actually kind of shocks me. Like, we don't know either. So, yeah, so that should be sign enough that Laura. So, if there's any Cassiopean members watching right now, you can ask us whatever questions you fucking want. We're not going to tell you your question is stupid. We're not going to shame you. We're just going to ask Lou for you.
We'll let Lou say duh.
We'll let Lou say duh or ew. And if Lou can't answer, he'll just say open or wait.
Right.
Or no. Like if he wants to stop the conversation. Like Todd did, I say, when we started talking to Lou, Todd did get into something Laura gets into where he was trying to understand time.
Oh, yeah.
And Lou basically was like, we're not talking about this anymore. You're not going to understand this in third density. It's a waste of time. Literally. LOL.
Yeah.
Your time is set up a particular way in third density because that's how third density works.
Right.
You're not in fourth density, so don't even try to understand it.
Right.
So anyway, you guys. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys, I guess, next week.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Actually, if anybody wants to check the Cassiopean board and get all the questions that Laura wouldn't answer,
oh, that's great.
we can answer them here for you.
Right.
So let's get. I will take a picture of Zora's questions and we'll do it next time. Well, all the reject questions that Laura doesn't have enough knowledge to answer, we'll just ask Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.